Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to Inspired Awakening, episode 14. Interview with the Elfian animal healer elder, specifically about soul tribes, what they are, how we can connect to them, and why we may be feeling this sense of not belonging when we're in certain communities. So this interview is just going to be directly channeled with the Elfian animal healer elder. She's going to answer those questions and offer us some guidance and insight on those specific things. So I'm going to call on her now. Divine Feminine, Elfian Animal Healer Elder of the Elfian Animal Healer Domain, the Elfian Realm. When I've safely stepped back, you may step forth. Hello, beautiful beings. I am the Elfian Animal Healer Elder, and I work with the elves that work to help the animal kingdom, specifically with the rhyme, rhythm, and reason of the animal's souls and physical forms. We have learned throughout the course of time that you all also need the rhyme, rhythm, and reason, how you communicate with each other and with the animals, what your purpose is, and how you flow with the flow of the universe. We have learned that your relationship with the animal kingdom is something deeply spiritual and is something that needs to be nurtured. So we encourage, when you're seeking your soul tribe connection, to connect with the animal kingdom, to see your animal connections and nurture those relationships to help heal the wounds between animals and humans. But you want to know about your individual soul tribes, how you can find them and what they are. Simply, soul tribes are the souls that are in alignment with your purpose and your missions. When you were born as a soul, you have that initial purpose, and the souls that are a part of your tribe are in alignment with that purpose. Either their purpose is identical or very similar. Then, after you leave your soul origins as a soul, you go to your star origins, where you map out your missions, and you gain soul tribe members on that planetary energy as you're mapping out the missions of every lifetime. Your soul tribe members are in alignment with your missions and vision for the trajectory of your life. Your connections are those that are built on having things in alignment with the inspiration energy within your souls. Therefore, if you are feeling like you don't belong in a specific situation, relationship, or connection, it could be that it is not in alignment with the inspired vision of your soul, with the trajectory of your mission and your purpose. So that unbelonging feeling, that sense of feeling like you're the black sheep, comes from feeling out of alignment, feeling like things aren't resonating with that deeper soul mission. Your soul tribe members can be found in friendships, romantic relationships, and familial connections. Some soul tribe members may come in your family connections because on the outside appearance, you wouldn't approach them thinking that they wouldn't fit as your soul tribe members because it doesn't seem like things are in alignment from a physical perspective. But when you really get to know them, you identify that they're part of your tribe. You identify that you have something that resonates with each other. The biggest blocking between finding your soul tribe connections is the egoic self's judgment upon others. Ignorance, judgment, hate on others, fear of others, fear of diversity. So the biggest thing that might be blocking you in finding your soul tribe is the feeling of judgment of self and others. So when you heal that feeling within yourself, release any judgment of self, forgive self, overcome fear, and identify what your authentic being is and how you can embrace your authentic being fully and completely, that's going to help you in finding your soul tribe. Another important thing to note is that your soul tribe will allow you to be all of your authentic self. Who you are in the physical and who you are in the spiritual balanced together. Your highest self embodied in the physical. Your soul tribe will help you embrace that self. If you're with people who are helping you embrace your lower self, then that is not your soul tribe. The lower self has a soul tribe in some way. It has the souls that align with it when they are following their lowest self. And so if you are in connections that you feel like are draining you and you are your worst self, that is a sign that you are following the lower self. And to find your soul tribe, you need to follow the highest self. So another key thing to do if you're ready to find your soul tribe is to gain control over your authenticity, not following some identity of the ego, to relinquish the influence of the negative polarity, fear, judgment, and hate, and accept yourself and all those around you. Another key factor in finding your soul tribe is accepting all beings as they are. So specifically, even if they're not a part of your soul tribe, still sending them love, still accepting them as they are, still accepting them as they are, no matter what. Because if you were to find your soul tribe, you must be resonating in a loving frequency, free of fear, because fear tries to block you from expressing and communicating your authentic truth. And if you have fear and judgment and hate towards others, you are resonating in that frequency. You don't have to agree with what they do, but accepting them as human, because you are all human. And you're gonna meet people that aren't gonna resonate with you, and that's okay. That they won't resonate with your authentic being, because their authentic being doesn't resonate with you. It's important to note that if you feel unstable, ungrounded, uncentered in your authenticity, this is because there may be blockages inside of you preventing you from embracing who you are. So it's time to heal and release those blockages, transmute that negative energy. So I can give you some breakdown steps. Step 1, work on yourself. Heal yourself. Step 2, work on the judgment, releasing judgment. Step 3, forgiveness, forgiving yourself and others, and working with the acceptance energy. Step 3, overcoming fear and limitations, and exercising your free will and your autonomy, and accepting others' free will. Don't force yourself in a situation or a group dynamic that doesn't resonate with who you are just because you feel like you're supposed to. And don't ignore those who resonate with who you are, because it may be embarrassing for some identity, because that is blocking you from embracing your authenticity and living a life in a spiritual community that is in unity with who you are. Step 5, when you've done all of that and you've freed yourself of all blockages, all fear, all anxiety, all judgment, all worry, all doubt, all of those lower energies that try to pull you down, then it's time to identify your mission, your purpose, and your soul's inspired vision. Learn who you are as a soul. Learn what you're meant to do, what your calling is, and start living it. Because when you're living it, you're gonna attract your tribe. The goal is attraction and trusting the serendipity of the universe. So you're gonna find your tribe when you're doing your work. You can't force your tribe to find you. Start embracing who you are. 7, golden number 7, the last step to do is, once you've done all of that and you've identified who you are, what you do is you call on them. So identify who your soul is. Say, I am a communicator soul from X, Y, and Z. This is my soul. Declare your soul. This is who I am. This is what I do. And I am ready to embrace my soul tribe for all of who they are. And I'm ready for a soul tribe that's going to embrace my authenticity. Within your soul tribe, you can find your soulmates, your kinship animals, your soul animal connections, your crystalline connections, and ultimately all higher beings that are a part of your overall mission, purpose, and inspired vision for your soul. In your soul tribe, you can find yourself. And your soul tribe will find you when you embrace yourself. So, the goal of soul tribes is to help the other person evolve. You're helping each other evolve into who you are. So first you find who you are in the present moments, then you find your soul tribe, and you're constantly going to evolve with each other. It's not people who want you to stay dormant and never grow. It's people who are encouraging growth that are the key to identifying if they're part of your soul tribe. It's also what resonates with you. So there are two types of resonance. There's resonance with a lower self and resonance with a higher self. The resonance with a higher self. The resonance with a higher self is what you want. Resonance with a lower self is fear, anxiety, judgment, and following anything within the 7 deadly concepts. So people who encourage you with jealousy, pride, wrath, greed, gluttony, people who encourage those lower energies that are lowering your soul, that you want to avoid, because it could feel like resonation, like this works, this matches, but it's actually matching with the lower self. The lower self wants you to forget your highest self so it can survive, but it's time to ignore the devil on your shoulder and embrace your highest self. Your highest self will not force you, will not infringe on free will, because that's your authentic being, and your authentic being is in free will, is in peace and harmony, and knows that when you're ready to walk the path of light, you will. And so when it resonates with your highest self, it's peaceful. There is no doubt. There is no trying to make excuses. There is no trying to convince yourself that this XYZ. There's no trying to convince. It is what it is, and it's true. And you have this claircognizance knowing that it is, and you don't have to force a single thing. And it's resonating on this higher level that you're being elevated, that you're letting go of the 7 deadly concepts of judgment, fear, that you're not even wanting to acknowledge those lower things, that you are embracing the positive polarity. And why it's important at this time to start that practice and to find those people is because for the earth to truly ascend, every single person must begin to embrace their true divine light and love authentic being. So everyone who's seeking that sense of belonging must do that within themselves, must feel like they belong within themselves. They love and accept who they are, the physical form, costume they're using in this lifetime, the people around them. They must learn to accept and love and forgive everything around them. Be at one with the frequency of divine love and harmony, and you're going to attract harmony and love to you. You're going to attract loving connections and harmony to you. You are what you attract. What's also important to note in regards to this topic specifically is that you also attract the opposite within your life to show you what is true. What I mean by that is you have had probably friendships and family relationships and romantic relationships that are the opposite of what you deserve, to show you what you do deserve. Because if you don't have an example of what is wrong, you're not going to know what is right. And so everyone at this phase of the earth has experienced those connections that are wrong to teach them what is right. And it's not because you did anything wrong. It's not karma. The universe isn't trying to punish you. It's trying to teach you. Because also you're not right for that other person either. And so it's teaching them too. It's all, what goes around comes around. And it's not a punishment, it's a teaching. And so you have those opposite soul tribe connections. So think about it. You learned all the things you don't like, all the things that cause you pain that you never want to experience again. You think, I want the opposite of this. I want love, I want care. You're learning the things that you want on a soul level, not an egoic level, on a soul level, what is good for your soul. By having those connections that are bad for your soul, you learn the ones that are good. And it doesn't mean that you did anything wrong, that you're resonating in a lower frequency if this connection found you. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong at all. It is the universe showing you clearly, this is wrong. You need to know what you deserve. Learn what you deserve from that bad experience, because it's not that. And seek what you do. It's raising your standards. The universe is going to help you raise your standards so you find your tribe, so you're all resonating on the same frequency to find each other. But again, it all starts from within. It's within you and your relationship within yourself. You have to find that unity and harmony within you before you find your tribe and truly harmonious connections on the outside. And that is the final message on this topic. Keep the recording. You're recording still?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I saw a few visuals in regards to the messages that she was saying, and felt a few different energy movements that typically when you are talking or thinking about releasing fear, fear comes and tries to tell you I'm still here. So the biggest thing to do in regards of overcoming fear and the visual and the feeling that I felt is that to keep going and keep moving and keep choosing to overcome that feeling. Because if you say, oh, fear is here and I'm going to allow it to be what it is, I'm going to give it free reign over my life and my experiences, then you're not going to be ready for your soul tribes or to embrace your authenticity. So it's to keep going and moving past fear is a very important thing in finding your authenticity and your authentic tribe. Another visual I was shown is the judgment that we have physically, that we have soul tribe members that are completely opposite of us, from the other side of the world, that from the outside we might never approach because they're not like us. We have this human bias, this internal bias towards people that are different than us. Therefore, we're going to ignore them when they might be part of our tribe. And so I saw the visual of just seeing the soul as the soul is, without the judgment of what the person looks like from the outside. And so it is so important to let go of those biases, those ignorance, those fears, those judgment towards people who are different from us. Because on the outside they may be different, and it's purposeful, because we have to help each other grow. Your soul tribe is meant to help you grow. So they're going to be from different cultures and different experiences than you, so you can evolve together, so you can teach each other. I saw the visual of during the Atlantean age when the higher beings were all teaching each other different things about their realm. And they created this eternal loving friendship, this soul tribe connection from the teaching and learning with each other of all of these different things and the diversity. It helped embrace the oneness. Oneness isn't taking away the individuality, it's actually embracing the individuality as it is. And so it's very important to release that judgment so you can find your tribe, because it's gonna be what's different than you. The final visual I saw is the ascension of the earth. The positive polarity expanding and growing, the more that we allow it to grow within us and within our relationships, and the more that we are identifying what we deserve, in a way it starts to help us see what the earth deserves. That as we grow and see our worth, we're starting to see the worth of everything. When you embrace your worth, when you embrace your love and your light, then you want to help everything around you feel the same way and resonate in that frequency. So it actually is inevitably going to help the earth evolve as well, the planet to get back to where it's supposed to be, for us to take care of the earth. The more that we embrace these positive energies and resonate in harmony and love, it's going to help us see it. Like, I could see the visuals so clearly of souls starting to free themselves from those lower energies and see the negative impact that we have had a negative impact on the world as humans, and starting to change that story, rewrite the narrative, and help the earth. And so ultimately the seeking of that belonging and finding your tribe is going to help everything, because when you're resonating in that frequency, you want to make everything around you resonate in that frequency too. Just don't infringe on free will. If someone isn't ready, don't force them to be. But in regards to the earth, yes, embrace it. Help the earth, help clean up the garbage, help the earth feel as beautiful as it feels. The energy of the earth is so powerful. This is our school, this is our learning environment, this is our home. And so it's time that we allow it to look as beautiful as the energy that it radiates. And that is truly the final message. May the petals of the flower of inspiration lead you back to us again. Goodbye for now.